Good evening, YouTube. My name is Flood Penguin, and this is Legalese for Newbies, episode 3, actually. Today I'm going to be talking about a new subject that it's, about property law. And, mind you, I would suggest if some of the explanations here do sound a little off, I would suggest you go and watch, my video on civic and, common law systems, link below, and well, let's get started with one that's very, very important to have. And I don't know how the American system works, the American property system works, but this one is very important in anywhere when you acquire property, which is the good faith principle. And it's different from good faith in the sense that it doesn't necessarily deal with, if you're good or not. It's not religious at all. Faith is basically the belief in something is real in that sense, in the legal sense. Or, I don't know if I can explain it, but it basically, you take for granted something. You think, you believe that is true. What you say, or what you bought is the real thing, or you acquired it legally. That's called good faith. In Puerto Rico Code, Article 636 of the Civil Code tells us that good faith is that which ignores any mistakes or vices upon the property. What that means. Okay, let me explain that for a second. What that means. When you have good faith, you basically, it's not ignorance in the sense of, oh, I am closing my eyes. No, it's just that you don't know. You're ignorant. And this plays with the whole ignorance is bliss part. It means that you don't know if your, let's say, computer is stolen, or is it legally bought from someone else. You take that for granted. You take that this computer is mine and I bought it legally. That's called having good faith. Bad faith is when you have, there's a problem, a vice with that property, and you still own it, or you still want to keep it, or you still want to sell it. Which is what most of the cases that I will discuss in a future video deal with. And some of these are, actually, the first one that I want to discuss is Freire versus Bassini. I don't remember quite the codification. I'm basically using my tablet, which has all my notes. And according to the interpretation that we have, good faith is that which you're being a good neighbor, or you're being a good owner. You don't know anything. Or if the goods you're creating, or you have, are creating fruits. Not actual fruits, thank you. Like a cow. Let's take the example I've used all my life. A cow. If I have a cow in good faith, the cow itself is mine. And the cow's milk, or if I kill it, the cow's meat, I can sell that, and that money belongs to me in good faith. Now, if I stole that cow, or I know whoever took that cow, whoever sold me that cow, is stolen, and I know that, that's called in bad faith. And I don't have the right to keep. In that case, that cow has to be given back. Restituted to the rightful owner, and all the fruits or fruits of labor have to be given to him in proper compensation. That cow is a good, is a property. From whatever anyone else says, in this example, a cow is property. A cow, or a building. If I acquired that building in good faith. And acquiring good faith actually comes from buying it legitimately, getting it as a donation, or a legitimate inheritance. I will cover those later. But these three right here, these three, tick, 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 these are one of the few ways you can acquire property in good faith. There are a lot of other ways, and there's lost items. That needs to be discussed, because the American definition of lost item and treasures differ greatly from that. And if you're a Puerto Rican student, you're gonna need to remember this thing. 633 and 363, Articles 363, I'm repeating this, listen, and 1850. 1850 deals with good faith as a possessor. Now, I will be covering that. Possessing an item is one of the few fundamental protections one has over property that hasn't yet become dominion. Possession does not equal dominion. It won't unless there are additional processes that regulate it. In the next videos, I will be dealing with cases that put precedent in Puerto Rico and can not be applied in American jurisdiction, because I don't have that. I basically do with Spanish law. And you're gonna notice I will be making a reference to a very specific case that is still very recent, and that's called Paseo. All Puerto Ricans will know this one as Paseo Caribe, which is it's still with San Jerónimo project. The point is, it has to do with possession. But I wanted to put out right here, right now, what is good and bad faith, because it is essential for property law. And it has another connotation. Good faith is assumed. That is written. That is an unwritten rule, and it has been codified. That thing, in Constitution. I don't know. Full faith and credit. See, that's a different. And I will be discussing that in its due time in Constitutional, in my section of Constitutional. Now, I hope that I know this is a shorter video than I usually do, but it's a good one for you to have the basis. And if you have any doubts, and like I say, if you have any doubts, or if there's any topic you need to discuss in these videos, write up a comment down below, at the comment box below, and remember, then like, comment, and subscribe. New content will be on Saturdays and Sundays. And this has been Swat Penguin. And as always, good night, good luck, and as they say in the Hunger Games, may the odds be forever in your favor. Bye!